What's the idea, mister?
I thought you were Okrana. Oh.
Who?
The stream breaks into laughing ripples, and through the trees whispers the gentle breeze of springtime to refresh you in its own soft way. And so the springtime fresh smoke of a Salem cigarette refreshes your taste. Its special high-porosity paper air softens every puff. Invisible porous openings breathe in fresh air to make Salem taste even fresher, cooler, and more flavorful, too. Yes, the reason for Salem's vast popularity is in its smoke. Take a puff. It's springtime every time when you smoke Salem. Salem gives you plenty of rich tobacco taste, too, and special high-porosity paper. Air softens every puff. Menthol fresh, rich tobacco taste. Modern filter, too. That's Salem. More delightfully than ever, Salem refreshes your taste.
White cloud! White cloud!
Mr. Michael.
This man has been hurt. I have to get him down. Can I borrow your mule?
Sure, I'll help you.
Somebody put a bullet in him.
I hear going.
That was this fellow shooting at me. He thought I was someone else. What's the matter?
This man is priest.
I know he's a priest. What's the matter? White Cloud, come back here.
I'll look in again after supper. Main thing you need now is rest. Maybe a bowl of hot soup in an hour or so, if it feels like it. Nothing heavy.
I'll make you some broth.
Sounds like you got a customer.
Do you know who shot your father?
No, I don't. I didn't see them.
You know of anyone that might have any reason to kill you?
No, I can't. I don't know a soul here. I just arrived this morning.
What brought you to Skagway, Father?
Church matter.
Out on the trail, you mumbled something that sounded like Okrana. That's a Russian name, isn't it?
You must be mistaken. I don't know anyone by that name.
Michael, this is Mr. Carson. He's going to be with us for a few days. Mr. Carson, Mr. Halliday.
How do you do, sir?
Pleased to meet you. Been up in the gold fields, sir?
Mm-hmm. For the past 6 months. Precious little I have to show for it.
Maybe you'll have better luck next time.
Oh, no, Miss O'Hara. That was the next time, and the last. I'm afraid it's back to the family woolen mills for me. Assuming I'm still considered a member of the family, which is doubtful.
May I show you to your room?
Thank you. It's been a pleasure, Mr. Halliday. Then, too, there's always politics. I can always stand for a seat in Commons.
Why, you might even end up being Prime Minister.
Oh, great Scott. What a black day that would be for the Empire.
Oh, we've got to be quiet.
Something wrong?
Well, there's a wounded man in there. Mike found him on the trail this afternoon. A priest.
Oh, I say. How's the poor chap doing?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
In case of emergency, please notify my uncle, Colonel James Enright, Military Attaché, United States Embassy, St. Petersburg, Russia. Signed, Harold J. Enright.
Good evening, Halliday. Well, what'll it be? Cards or a little culture?
Neither at the moment, thanks. I'm looking for the Countess.
She's right over there.
Thanks. Countess?
Michael! This is Skagway. Call me Yvonne. Sit down.
Thanks.
Malloy, bring more champagne.
Champagne.
Countess, you know just about every Russian in Skagway, don't you?
Yes. And it's Sitka, Edinburgh, and Yaktak. They all owe me money.
You ever hear one by the name of Okrana?
Okrana?
That's a Russian name, isn't it?
Oh, yes, indeed. But it is not the name of one individual. The Okrana is the Imperial Russian Secret Police. Why do you ask?
Thanks.
Thank you, Malloy.
Found a wounded priest on a trail this afternoon.
So I heard.
He mentioned the name. He'd been shot in the back.
That is the Okrana.
Well, what would a member of the Russian secret police be doing here?
Who knows? But after all, Michael, this was once a Russian territory before we foolishly sold it to you Yankees for a trifling $7 million, of which, incidentally, Michael, I have never received my share.
Well, maybe I can make it up to you.
What do you have in mind, Michael?
How about a case of champagne?
I have enough of that. Thank you.
Well, give me time. I'll think of something.
Michael, I was not joking about the Okrana. Stay out of this. I have very few favorites in Skagway. I would miss you terribly.
I'd miss you too, Countess. I don't intend to.
Sacrilegious fraud. Don't you know it's a sin to impersonate a man of God? Where's the Madonna? Did you find it?
Oh, what's the matter? What's wrong? Oh, I'll get the doctor. Michael? Michael? Michael?
What's the matter?
It's Father Enright. I think he's dying.
I say, what's all the fuss?
He's gone.
Is this the wounded padre you were telling me about? Bad show.
The trouble with winter is that it lacks all sense of restraint. Take this all too familiar scene. Nothing to do about it but light up a Salem. Take a puff. It's springtime. Today, Salem brings you even fresher, softer flavor because its special new high-porosity paper air softens every puff. Menthol fresh, rich tobacco taste. Modern filter, too. That's Salem. The springtime fresh cigarette that air softens every puff. Invisible porous openings in the paper blend in just the right amount of fresh air to make Salem smoke even softer and more refreshing. Try Salem. More delightfully than ever, Salem refreshes your taste.
You read Russian?
Well, not just yet.
Does the name on the signature look to you like Enright?
Yes.
It reads, "To whom it may concerns." It says, "The bearer of this letter, an emissary of the Russian Orthodox Church, is attempting to locate a religious object known as the Sitka Madonna, which was lost some years ago. He is also interested in discovering the site of the Alaskan mission at which Father Boris Tarantiev was reportedly martyred in April of 1865. You are authorized by the United States government to give this gentleman your fullest cooperation." And it is signed Colonel James Enright, military attaché. Michael, this Colonel James Enright is the uncle of the dead priest?
Did you ever hear of the Sitka Madonna?
No. But I've heard of Father Tarantiev. He was a very famous Russian missionary here among the Indians.
Do you suppose that this is him?
I don't know. I have never seen his picture.
I haven't either, but there's something familiar about it. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Or I without you, Michael.
Please empty your pockets, Mr. Halliday. Slowly.
For a member of the Russian secret police, you speak pretty good English.
No better than the average Oxford graduate. I happen to be a member of the Foreign Service Office, not a policeman. I see you've anticipated me. Open the safe, please.
No.
Mr. Halliday, you mustn't be misled by my good manners. I assure you I'm quite capable of pulling this trigger.
I don't doubt it. But you'll never get the sick of Madonna that way.
What do you know about that? Who translated this for you?
A friend.
Enright?
You mean Father Enright, don't you?
Oh, don't talk rot. He's no more a priest than you are.
Then where did he get that letter from?
He stole it from the American embassy. His own uncle reported the theft to our foreign office.
What about the Madonna?
You have it in your safe. You should know.
Just wanted to see if you did.
It's an icon. The representation of the Virgin, painted on a board from a tree in Hebron and covered with plates of silver.
Pretty valuable?
Intrinsically, it's worth less than $200.
And how come Father Enright got himself killed looking for it?
Because, as a former possession of Father Boris's, it has attained the status of a national relic, due to his martyrdom.
And your government would pay plenty to recover it.
If they had to, almost any price.
Is that a picture of Father Boris?
Yes.
He's been dead for better than 30 years. How do you know the Madonna still exists?
Well, since no trace of it was found in Father Boris's chapel, we assume it was stolen before or during the fire in which he died.
You're killed by the Indians.
I didn't say that.
But it's true, isn't it? And the church was located someplace near here?
Open the safe now.
I thought I heard a shot.
That's what you heard.
It's Mr. Carson.
No, it's a man who calls himself Mr. Carson, but he's really a Russian agent. I think he's the one who killed Enright. If he gives you any trouble before I get back, don't be afraid to use this. What's wrong?
Mr. Michael, what do you want?
I came to bring back your mule.
Oh. You get priest, the doctor?
I got him there, but it was too late.
Priest died.
That's right, he died. Just like Father Boris died 30 years ago.
What do you mean?
That's what you were worried about when you saw the priest yesterday, wasn't it? Because he reminded you of Father Boris.
Father Boris, my friend. My best friend.
But you killed him.
No.
You killed him and then you set fire to his chapel. And then you remember the Madonna was inside, so you ran back in to steal it, and that's how you got those scars on your hands.
No. I go back to save him. He gave me Madonna before he died.
He gave you the Madonna.
Mr. Michael, when I am a young boy, I be sick. I have fever. Medicine men say I have evil spirits, and he sends me away from the village. Father Boris finds me. He gives me food. He gives me warm place to sleep. He make me well.
Who did kill Father Boris?
Medicine man, tell my people Father Boris make bad magic. And they come here with war clubs. They beat Father Boris. They burn the church. And Father Boris say, please, save Madonna. Save the Madonna. Mr. Michael, I save. Come, I show you. Come. Father Boris say, Madonna protect me. So I come back and carve family totem. Father Boris like father, Madonna like mother. I don't kill Father Boris, Mr. Michael. I love Father.
I believe you, White Cloud. The only thing is that icon belongs to... What's the matter?
Someone come.
Get back in the hut.
You look surprised now, eh?
I am.
Michael.
I'll take care of this. We have a buyer who'll give us any price for the Madonna. Where is it?
I don't know.
You better start thinking. I'm sure you'll remember.
John, don't.
I told you I'd handle this.
Michael, if you know, tell him it is not worth your life.
It was worth Enright's.
I had nothing to do with it.
Shut up. Your time's running out, Halliday. What's it gonna be?
Like you lost a partner, Countess.
You won't be needing that, Mr. Halliday.
Mike, you're wrong about Mr. Carson. I mean, Colonel Tiboff. He didn't kill Enright.
I just found that out. Colonel, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine. White Cloud, Colonel Timoff.
How do you do? Now, about the Madonna.
White Cloud just saved my life.
Oh? I'm sure you must feel very grateful to him.
I'm so grateful I wouldn't want to take anything he values away from me.
Anything he values?
Colonel? Father Boris gave the Madonna to the White Cloud before he died. White Cloud is the rightful owner.
Oh, now, look here, Halliday.
Also, this is United States territory, Colonel. I don't think my government would like people under its protection robbed.
Well, what about my government? My government's gone to a great deal of expense. They've sent me thousands of miles. If I go back without the icon?
And if you go back with it, you've got a set of diplomatic problems. Very embarrassing to your superiors.
You have a point there.
Colonel, why don't you report that the icon is safe and suggest that its return be handled by higher authorities?
Diplomatically? Why, those quibbling bureaucratic fumblers would take years.
Well, that's what I had in mind.
Perhaps it might solve everything. For me and for you and for your Indian friend. It's an excellent idea, Halliday. I was just about to suggest it myself.
I'm sure you were, Colonel.
You two better hurry. Dinner's almost ready.
This is not the kind of a job you can rush. Let's have a little more red for his mouth. How do you like it, Kathy?
Well, it's beautiful. Especially the eyes on this bottom figure. What kind of paint do you use?
Well, that's is a trade secret.
Klondike was brought to you by Salem Cigarettes. Menthol fresh, rich tobacco taste. Modern filter too. More delightfully than ever, Salem refreshes your taste.
Nikita Khrushchev says your children will grow up under communism. Don't let it happen. Help fight communism through Radio Free Europe.